by the Timberwolves all the way around. LaFleur first to the puck. Battle in the corner. Jasper's in there. Behind the net now. Off the glass and out into the zone. Yuka will send it back in. Refs will call icing. Or offsides, excuse me. As we take a look at the goalie matchup, Michael Peterson will get the start for the Mustangs. Came in as the backup in their game yesterday against Afton. Made 7 of 8 saves in the third period. And then for the Timberwolves, it'll be Dean Lamberti. With the suspension of Thomas Durzik, Timberwolves will have to lean on their goalie. He appeared in 11 games, gave up a 3.3 goals against average, and made a .838 save percentage, going 6-4 in those 11 games. Puck tipped in the length of the ice. Backhand pass. Shot goes right into the stomach. Puck loose in front of Lamberti. Kicked out to the neutral zone, down into the end of Peoria. Around the net, Hassan will take it. He'll send it off the boards. Here come the Mustangs. Over the blue line, a little too urgent was Cruz Taylor. Taylor with the only goal for the Mustangs in their 5-1 loss, a power play goal with 9 seconds left. As he'll head off for a change, get some fresh legs out there for the Mustangs. Mustangs finished second in the CSDHL U18 division in 26 games, 20 wins, 4 losses, and 2 ties. A powerful team looking to bounce back from a tough loss last night. Puck kicks back out, it's Juergens. Juergens at the red line, he'll send it in deep. All the way around, first to it is Ditto. At the point now, clap bomb goes wide of the net. What a shot there from Jackson. It's Jackson with the puck again. He'll leave it for Quinn Andrews, the leading point getter on this team. 64 points in 26 games. Here comes the dangerous Andrews, in on goal, and that shot just goes wide of the net. Always keep your eyes out for number 13 in white. Quinn Andrews, a dangerous threat for Peoria. 35 goals in just 26 games. He doesn't even lead his team in goals. 38 goals by Logan Heimlich, but a 64 points by Quinn Andrews, a dangerous threat at center for the Mustangs.
Yeah, it's a pretty potent offense, certainly, Keegan, for the Mustangs. 139 goals, ranking second in the league, next to, of course, only Rockford.
Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Heimlich couldn't handle that one, and the re-entry is not onside as Heimlich wasn't able to tag up, so the faceoff will come outside Timberwolves zone. Timberwolves playing with quite the short bench, only 4 skaters on the bench. They don't even have a whole line on the bench. That's pretty hard to play as we get further into this game.
And at least it's a little bit nice for them that their first game was on Thursday.
They score! Bar down and in. Brody Teeny. What a shot there to get the Mustangs going.
Well, as we were just saying, Keegan, it was going to be nice for the Timberwolves. Think about how they only basically were able to have, Thursday night here. They had 24 hours to rest their legs. We're having to play a doubleheader day with that short-staffed group on the bench. But tough start for them, certainly, in the opening minutes here.
Teeny with only 1 goal in the regular season goes bar down and in to get the Mustangs going here early in the first period. Jasper with the puck for the Timberwolves. He'll spin back into his zone, looking for a regroup. Sends it back to his D-man. Here's Shaw with the puck. He'll take it out of the zone. He'll carry it himself across the red line. Shaw with speed takes a whack over the blue line. He'll send it in deep, dump and chase for the Timberwolves. Laubeck first to the puck, tries to center it out in front. No Timberwolves in the area. Here comes Ingalls for the Mustang. Puck kicks out back into the neutral zone. Backhanded in deep as the Mustangs go for a change. Nice pass there to Jasper. 22 points in 26 games for Jackson Jasper. Here's Shaw with the puck now in the near circle. Skated out. Puck bounces along the blue line and is taken out by Strong. The defenseman, Cameron Strawn, tries to get into the zone. Jasper pokes at it. Strawn with the puck once again. Mustangs conducting a breakout off of the skate of a Mustang. Back into their zone. Peterson will handle it. He'll leave it for Juergens, who will take it out himself. Into the neutral zone is Juergens, in with speed across the blue line, left circle, Juergens. Switch to the forehand, try to get it to the slot. Unable to connect on the pass. Here come the Timberwolves the other way. It's Dubiel. Dubiel will send it into the zone. He'll go get it himself. Got a man out front, but unable to get a good shot off there was Spencer. Great job crashing the net. But that stretch pass just out of the reach of Lazara. Or excuse me, out of the reach of Taylor, and we will head back down to the Mustang zone.
And one of the things to watch today, also from the Timberwolves' perspective, Keegan, is they really struggled on specifically half their special teams this season. 76% killing penalties, the worst of any of the playoff qualifiers here in this top 8.
It's going to be important for the Timberwolves not to take any penalties. It's hard having a bad penalty kill, but being short 3 of your players doesn't make it any easier. Mustangs take it into the Timberwolves zone. Marshall down low, behind the net. On his backhand, sends it up to the point. Kept in by Heimlich. Heimlich at the right point. Sends it in deep. Unable to be corralled there by Teeny. Opening goal by Brody Teeny. Heimlich now. He'll send it down low off of the skate of Marshall. The Timberwolves take it out of the zone. Dubiel will chip it back in. Here comes Andrews, the dangerous Andrews, right circle, takes a shot, and that one hit off the skate of Tim Quake. And Dean Lamberti will cover up on that one. 5 minutes down here in the opening frame. Brody Teeny with a rifle of a shot to get the Mustangs going. A must-win game for both teams. Both dropping their first round-robin game, looking to bounce back for game 2. Face off to the left of Lamberti. Won by the Mustangs. At the point, Strawn, his pass gets tipped out of the zone. Hassan will regroup, bring it back into his own zone, back it up, backhands it to Taylor now. He'll chip it in to the Timberwolves end. Taylor pursuing the puck. Comes around to the near boards in the Timberwolves end. Down below the goal line now. Centered out in front, Taylor with a shot, and that hit a leg in front of Ditto. Chance in front, they score! It's Cruz Taylor. 2-0 Mustangs. Number 22 gets their second goal of the game. The Mustangs are rolling early.
And this is exactly what you want to see if you're on that Peoria bench. Get to sleep in a little bit this morning after a long and difficult evening last night in a 5-1 loss. And being able to come out and throw not just one, but 2 big punches here in the opening 7 minutes is huge.
Sent all the way down the length of the ice for an icing. Timberwolves already with their back against the wall early in the first period. They have quite a bit of work to make up. A lot of time left in this game, but not a lot of bodies on that bench. You can imagine with a lack of goal scoring, they're going to miss their captain, Johnny Manini. 53 points in 25 games, led the Timberwolves with 34 goals as a shot there goes wide off of the draw. Kept in by Juergens. Battle on the near boards. Andrews going to work. Sent out in front, and that shot from Heimlich just goes high and wide of the net. Ken Snow with the puck now. He banks it off the back of the cage. Only goal for the Timberwolves in their 5-1 loss to the Leafs on Thursday. Backhand in front. Chance for the Mustangs, and that one just chips wide. Kept in by Juergens at the blue line. He'll chip it to Heimlich at the right circle. Throws it on net and covered up by Heimlich up in the breadbasket. Freezes the puck with 10:31 to go. Timberwolves yet to register a shot on goal. Goalie Michael Peterson trying to stay warm on his end, waiting for any action.
Yeah, there's not too much of this game right now that has been played on the left side of your screen or on the Peoria side of the ice, that's for sure.
We've been looking to the right side in the Timberwolves end thus far. Great keep by Teeny. He holds his own, throws it in, off of the end boards. Mazzaros is first to it. Chip down below the goal line, Taylor Upazoo. Near corner, Jasper with the puck. Gets knocked down, gets the puck out of the zone. It's Snow with the puck now. He'll stop at the red line. Taken away by Mazzaros. Mazzaros in now. He'll center it out in front. Backhand shot smothered up by Lamberti. Great entry there by the Mustangs. Lamberti with a nice save to keep it a 2-goal game. Roughly 7 minutes into this opening period. Faceoff will come to the right of Lamberti. Fresh legs out there for the Mustangs. Puck tied up in the skate. Sent out, shot in the slot, they score! Pop in the bottle, Logan Heimlich. 3-0 Mustangs just like that. Goals in the regular season for the dangerous Logan Heimlich. And he's got the Mustangs' 3rd goal of the first period.
Keegan, if you're on that Timberwolves bench right now, what do you do? What do you say to your team when they're coming over after a shift change, down 3-0 here after just 7 minutes of play?
Well, it's a very tough situation for the Timberwolves. Obviously lacking quite a few bodies and then having to go out. This Mustangs team, they're running on everything they've got. They are moving a lot faster. They have a lot of fresh legs. If you're a coach, you just got to tell your guys, calm down. You know, we're still in this game, still a lot of time to play. Let's calm down, let's settle in, let's get one, and we'll work off of that one.
And you know the Mustangs are probably the favorite to advance out of this second bracket, 24-2 on the season. Afton 18-7-0 right behind them. But an uphill battle for the Timberwolves certainly coming into this, and not the way you want to start out.
A lot of work to do for this Hoffman Estates group. Puck brought in by Englert. Sent out to Dye. Batted off the boards all the way down the ice. Peterson makes a touch pass to Juergens. All the way up now, tries to make a pass to Ingles. He touches the puck, but it comes back out to the Timberwolves. Inside move, loses the puck as they pass it back and forth with each other in the neutral zone. Snow with the puck, nice inside move. Comes into the Mustang zone. Ingles with the puck now. He'll stop up, send it across to Teeny. Teeny with the opening goal. Gives it across to Englert. Hassan, Teeny to Cruz Taylor across the blue line. Taylor on the right circle. He'll backhand it to the point to Teeny. Hit a body in front. Kept in by Englert. Close on the offside. So it was right at the blue line. Some high pressure there from Taylor. As the Timberwolves finally clear the zone. That shot steers wide of the net. Chance for Jasper. That shot just goes high and wide over the net of Peterson. Taylor with the puck across the red line. Into the Timberwolves zone. Cruz Taylor avoids a hit below the goal line. Mustangs with the puck. Battling for it along the far boards. Offensive pressure by the Mustangs. Shot hit a body from Teeny. Spits out to the far boards. Chance in front. Puck bouncing around the slot. Swatted out by Jasper. Taylor will regroup in his end. Send it off the boards, but intercepted by Jasper. Unable to get a clean look. Sent across the ice. Taylor doesn't see the puck coming. He's just going to let it go and go for a change. Snow with a nice move. Into the Mustang zone. Snow with a nice angle. In on, off the post. What a great chance there by Ken Snow. Has the lone goal for the Timberwolves in round robin play. Dancing around Mustangs, but couldn't beat the iron. Here's Andrews. Andrews with a chance. Tries to cut to the middle, but loses the puck to Dubiel. Taken back by Andrews. Down low. On the goal line. Back to Andrews. A chance in front. Loose. Goes off the side of the cage to the far corner. Under 7 minutes to go in this opening frame. Puck intercepted by Snow once again. Can expect to see a lot of ice time from Snow. from all of these Timberwolves, to be honest, with the lack of bodies. Here comes Heimlich. Has a goal already this game. Dancing along the blue line, still with the puck. He'll send it on that. That tip goes high and wide. Andrews with the tip, but goes over the net. They're going to call a high stick. That goal wouldn't have counted anyways if it found a way into the back of the net. Refs call a high stick, and they'll blow the play dead with 6:28 to go in the first period. Mustangs already off to a demanding 3-0 lead against the Timberwolves. Puck will come all the way down the length of the ice for the next face-off. It'll be to the left of Peterson. Won by the Mustangs. Out into the neutral zone. Heimlich leaves it for Juergens. Cross pass to Heimlich at the red line. Leaves it for Andrews. Quinn Andrews into the zone. Andrews in with speed. Couldn't get a shot off. He was pressured there by Ditto. Andrews still with the puck. He tries to send it on net. Goes off of a body. Heimlich now in the near corner. Heimlich with the puck once again. The right circle. Takes a shot. That one goes off of the mask of Lamberti. Offensive pressure here from the Mustangs. Up to the point, it's Hassan. He'll walk in. Hassan with a shot. That one might have hit a body in front, and that one trickles up and over the net of Lamberti. Finally taken and intercepted. Andrews with a shot and a nice glove save by Lamberti. Andrews in quick to the corner, fighting for that puck. A lot of tired skaters out there for the Timberwolves. Mustangs applying the pressure. Battle for it in the near corner in the Timberwolves end, backhanded around to the far boards. Hassan will step up and try to slap it in as it comes out to Heimlich, who holds his own. As the puck is almost cleared out but kept in by Marshall. Or they'll call a hand pass, not offsides right there. A hand pass will blow the play dead with 5:07 to go.
And Keegan, this is the first time we've seen today that the broadcast we've been doing does not have one or two other simultaneous games going on within that bracket. Timberwolves in Peoria, the 11:30 p.m. puck drop. Leafs and Afton don't play until 2. Those are the two teams that won yesterday and Thursday.
I gotta say, Tommy, it's good to only be able to focus on one game. You know, you hear the screaming and the whistles of the other rinks. It's good to have a lot of focus on this game, as here come the Mustangs into the zone. That pass gets deflected out into the neutral zone. Strawn with the puck. He'll backhand it to his partner, Hassan. Hassan will bank it off the boards in the neutral zone. Tries to leave it for Green, but intercepted by the Timberwolves. Sent back out into the neutral zone. Strawn at the red line will send it in deep. Below the goal now. Flipped out. Almost kept in by Strawn. Here comes Laubach. Laubach will send it in deep. That one will go the length of the ice for an icing.
And as we've hit on a couple times already in these first 13 minutes, Keegan, the Peoria defense outstanding all season. A depleted Timberwolves team. Still a little surprising to see a 0 in that shots on goal column, but the Peoria defense has been awfully impressive so far.
43 goals allowed by the Mustangs throughout the regular season in 26 games played. It's a hard defense to get around, and the Timberwolves will have to try and do exactly just that. Down 3 goals here in the first period. As the pass along the blue line there gets batted out by Jasper. He's had an active stick here early in the first period. Stretch pass. Marshall couldn't quite corral the puck. Quake battles for it. Sent out front. It's Uckel who will try to skate it out, taken by the Mustangs once again. Andrews with the puck, tries to make an inside move. Andrews cuts in, Andrews with a chance, jumps in front, and a nice save there by Lamberti. Teeny with a shot, that one doesn't make it to the goal. Near boards now. Heimlich has a goal already this game, up to the point to the other goal scorer. Teeny, that hit a body in front, nice block there by Quake. Snow behind the net. He'll stop up for the breakout. Jasper along his bench. He'll just backhand it out the length of the ice, tries to get it to Laubach, but just out of his reach. Hassan pressured by Laubach. Mustangs do a great job stretching the breakout passes, having a guy wait at the blue line. Snow enters the zone with speed. Snow in the left circle, takes a shot. Puck is loose out front, a late whistle, but Peterson able to cover that one with 3:09 to go in the first period. Peterson seeing his first shot of the game after the Mustangs have sent 13 towards the end of Dean Lamberti. Face-off will be at the left circle to the right of Michael Peterson. Came in as the backup late in their game against Afton, made 7 of 8 saves after Colin Rebbe was pulled. Puck sent the length of the ice as it'll actually be a Timberwolves power play as Heimlich is in the box for 2 minutes. A great opportunity for the Timberwolves to get a goal on the man advantage. Snow will walk it in himself. Snow on the far boards, on his backhand, shielding the puck behind the net. Snow on the left circle, still has the puck. He'll send it across. Dancing at the blue line is Jackson Jasper, still with the puck. He'll send it down low, it'll be Seamack first to the puck. Ukel, Seamack. Pressured by the Mustangs, they take it out. Here comes Juergens. He's got Ingles with him. That pass just out of the reach of Ingles. He would have had a clear-cut breakaway, but that pass just out of his reach. Halfway through the Heimlich penalty. Mustangs looking to set up some offense. Ken Snow with the puck. He'll dance around a Mustang. Snow into the Mustang zone. He cuts into the middle, sends it across. Ukel takes a shot, and that one just misses the net. Chipped out wide. The Mustangs might have a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Here come the Mustangs the other way. And a great defensive play there by Ken Snow to take it away. Stretch pass up to Ukel. Ukel in with speed across the blue line. Left circle, takes a shot into the glove of Peterson. 29 seconds to go on the man advantage. 1:38 to go in the opening frame.
Yeah, we've seen the Timberwolves get a couple of slightly better looks here, Keegan. And when you look at their power play, I mean, they were 3rd in the league in the regular season, 21%. The Peoria PK, of course, very strong, close to 88% of penalties they've snuffed out during the season. But this is a time where you feel like if the Timberwolves can get one on the board right here in these next 29 seconds of the man advantage, could really give them a nice boost going into the second period.
As a shot there just steers wide of the net. Good chance there from Spencer in the far corner. Jasper will try to get it up to the point. Intercepted by the Mustangs. Here comes Marshall. Logan Marshall, 42 points on the season. Gives it over to Andrews. He gets shoved down to the ice. And here come the Mustangs the other way. Or excuse me, the Timberwolves the other way. What a move. Shot. Nice save there by Peterson. Rebound spits out below the goal line. Heimlich penalty over. Back to 5-on-5. Jasper down low. Sends it out in front. That one batted away by Peterson. Below the goal, sent back up to the point. Clap bomb there. Hits a body in front, does his make it way to the net. Under 1 minute to go in the first period. Mustangs leading 3-0 over the Timberwolves here in bracket 2. As here comes Heimlich out of the box. Couldn't get a good whack on it. Had Marshall coming with him, but he'll just opt to send it in deep along the far boards. It's Quake with the puck. And a chance in front. Heimlich steals the puck. The left circle, Heimlich walks out to the dot, takes a shot. Nice block there by Jasper. He'll send it all the way around. Teeny there at the point to hold it in. He'll send it down low, tries to center it out in front, but that slides its way to the glove of Dean Lamberti, covers it with 22.6 to go. Some good looks there from a, I'm sure, gassed Timberwolves offense there on the power play. A few good looks, but it remains a 3-0 hockey game. Dean Lamberti being tested early. They don't have their backup goalie to pull. Thomas Durzig suspended after that big fight a few weeks ago against Twin Bridges. Face-off won by the Mustang. Strawn sends it low. Far corner, Taylor will battle for it. Below the net now. Gives it back to Taylor. He couldn't get quite a shot off. 10 seconds to go. Timberwolves looking to make one last rush. It's Ken Snow. Tries to make a move. Couldn't get around the big Strawn. 5 seconds counting down. Puck comes out to the neutral zone, and that'll do it for our opening frame. As The Mustangs with a commanding 3-0 lead over the Timberwolves. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching U18 CSDHL playoff hockey here on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
When you fire up big, you get more game, non-stop, around the clock. More live games you won't see anywhere else. More access to your team, wherever you want, 24/7. More stories.
Unstoppable.
More highlights. More big-time playmakers. Plus, catch up to 4 games at once so you'll never miss more shots, spikes, and scores. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on.
Home is more than a place. It's full of the people and moments that matter most. Providing for loved ones, expanding your horizons, or simply living the life you love. With all you have to protect, choose insurance you can count on so you can experience more of what you live for. Country Financial. Experience more.
Back here for second period action in Romeoville. CSDHL U18 Bracket 2 playoff hockey. Mustangs with a dominant first period, leading 3-0. Timberwolves looking to mount the comeback with a short bench. Puck comes the length of the ice. Marshall with the puck. Marshall will backhand it. That one's steered wide by Ukel. Shot there from Teeny, just misses the net. Puck comes around to the far boards. Jurgens will slap it in deep. Nice stick there from Jasper as he loses his stick. Snow will make a stretch pass. Out to Lauback. Lauback in with speed. If he can get around, he'll have a great chance. Lauback taken down, and that's going to be a penalty there on Jurgens. Lauback with a great opportunity, flying down the wing into the Mustang zone. Gets taken down, and the Timberwolves will head to another power play.
And just an administrative note for our viewers at home. For those who are familiar with the format of this tournament, you actually have a Zamboni break in the middle of the second period. So it runs as 2 8.5-minute periods on the clock here. We've elected to keep it a 17-minute period on your clock just for the ease of viewing. But no, there will be a hard stop at the 8:30 mark.
A hockey halftime. Jurgens heads off for the penalty. The Timberwolves will look to cash in on the man advantage. Won by the Timberwolves, but sent down the length of the ice. Speeding down is Taylor. He'll send it in. He'll be first to the puck below the goal line. A little too fast, loses it there. Throws a body in the corner. Taken by Jasper of the Timberwolves. Jasper will curl back. Looking for a proper breakout, he'll give it to Snow. Ken Snow, 32 points in 25 games for this Timberwolves group. Chance in front from C-Mac. Gets covered up by Peterson. Roughly 30 seconds gone on the Jurgens penalty. Mustangs will send out some fresh bodies to kill the rest of this penalty. Face-off to the right of Peterson. Shot into the glove of Peterson. Snow from the point. They'll drop it from the same spot once again. 1:24 to go. They'll actually opt to switch it to the other side, as he was a glove save. That puck rimmed around and all the way down the length of the ice. Birdie will come out and play it. He'll send it to Jasper along the far boards. He'll take his time clearing the puck out, and he'll throw it away. Intercepted by the Mustangs, taken back by Ukel. Ukel for the Timberwolves makes an inside move. That one just out of his reach. Under a minute to go on the Jurgens penalty. Backhanded in by Mazzaros. Snow is first to it. He'll bat it off the boards, intercepted by Green. Green now, he'll center it out in front. That one just out of the reach of Mazzaros. Quick shot there by Jackson into the bread basket of Lamberti. A lot of pressure coming from this Mustang group, even shorthanded. A lot of fresh guys on the bench. Double-digit fresh legs on the Mustang bench. Only 4 fresh bodies for the Timberwolves. Snow with the puck in the corner. He gets rammed off the puck. That one batted in. Here's a chance. Andrews with a shot, takes it, but a great defensive play there by Snow, using his stick to steer that puck away from Lamberti. Snow with it once again in front of his netminder. He'll go on the backhand, takes it out of his own and taken away by Andrews. Andrews with the puck once again. Quinn Andrews makes a nice pass and puck loose in front, scramble for, and it's taken by Laubach, excuse me. Time expires on the Jurgens penalty. Sent the leg to the ice. Heimlich will take the puck. He's in alone on the breakaway. Heimlich in alone. What a save by Lamberti! He stuffs Heimlich on the breakaway. Fresh off of the bench and a great save by Dean Lamberti. Andrews with the puck on the right circle. He'll backhand it. Strong with the shot. Blocker save, but it goes in the net. A clap bomb from Cameron Strawn. A great pass from Quinn Andrews. Extends the Mustang lead to 4-0. Lamberti got a piece of it, but not enough of it as it finds its way to the back of the net. And just like that, it's a 4-0 hockey game.
And that is when you're just kicking yourself as a goaltender because you feel like you had it. It was right there on the pad and just took a unfortunate hop, to be honest, if you're Lamberti in goal, just over the right pad.
A rough first half of hockey for this Timberwolves group, fighting for their opportunity to play in a championship game, a must-win game for both teams. Battling for it along the blue line. Mustangs with the puck, stretched past to Englert. Englert across the blue line, left circle. Englert tries to center out in front, but that hit escape. Teeny racing for it the other way. He'll take it all the way back past the goal line and regroup. He'll give it to Jurgens along the near board. Jurgens to Englert. Englert across the blue line, takes a shot. That one hit a body in front. Under 5 minutes to go in this first half of playoff hockey, U18 CSDHL matchup. Jurgens forced outside. Mustangs have to tag up, enter back in the zone. It's Ditto with the puck. He'll bank it off the boards, but kept in by, it was just out of the reach of Jurgens. And it comes back down to the Mustangs' end. Englert, he'll slap it to the other side. Teeny will take it himself. He'll carry it across the blue line. Teeny, he'll take a shot, and that one hit a body in front. Great block there by Quake. Dye will send it in. Teeny will center it out in front. Hassan holds the blue line. Hassan, he'll take a shot, and that one blockered away by Lamberti. Here's Ingles with a chance. Ingles will take a shot, and a kick save by Lamberti. Puck comes out to the near corner. Big hit there by Braden Mazzaros. A lot of pressure here from this Mustangs group. That pass just out of the reach of Teeny. He'll regroup through the neutral zone. Hassan with the puck now. He'll chip it in to the Timberwolves end and go for a change. Green with the takeaway in the near boards. He lays a hit in the corner. Battle for it along the skates. Chips out along the goal line. Still battling for it. Under 3.5 to go in this first half of hockey. Along the near boards, Taylor with the puck now. Sent out of the zone. Taken back by Jackson. That pass a little too hot for the Mustangs to handle. Taylor with the puck. He's got a goal in this game already. In with speed is Mazzaros. He'll center it out in front. That hit a skate of a Timberwolf. And here they come the other way. Might have a 3-on-2. It's Snow. Snow with the puck. Makes a great inside move. Gets stripped up. No penalty called. Snow fist up, wondering where the penalty was. Just getting to his feet now and skating back on side as the Timberwolves send that puck back into the zone.
Yeah, at a first glance from my Uncle Keegan, it looked clean, but a little hard to tell from up here if there was maybe a stick in his way.
Puck held in by Heimlich. Tried to get sent back in for Green, intercepted by Welk. Spin move there by Jackson. Jackson will try to take it himself. He loses the puck to Jasper. Jasper will send it back into the zone. Jurgens blocks it down. Sent all the way the length of the ice, and that'll be an icing. With 1:55 to go here in this first half of hockey. 10:25 to go in the second period. We're going to end up taking a break at the 8-minute mark to redo the ice. The guys can have a chance to regroup and refresh for the second half of hockey. In the meantime, the faceoff will be dropped to the right of Peterson. Has only seen 3 shots thus far through almost a period and a half of hockey. Face-off won by Andrews. Banked off of the glass. Marshall couldn't corral it. Andrews with the puck. Andrews steers wide. Andrews below the goal line. Nice backhand opportunity there. Couldn't connect with the white jersey. Heimlich will throw it up to the point. Shot on that. It goes right into the chest and covered up by Lamberti. 1:34 to go. Face-off won by the Timberwolves. A great defensive draw. Banked off the boards, but not able to clear the zone. Slapped back in. Snow with the puck once again. The speedy Snow through the neutral zone into the offensive end. He's going to pressure Strawn. Strawn will be first to it. Thrown all the way around, but back out into the neutral zone. Jasper with the puck. He'll just flip it out and glove down by Andrews. Andrews retrieves the puck once again in the neutral zone. Winding up with speed across the blue line. Andrews makes an outside move on the backhand. Shields the puck around the net. Andrews on the far boards, right circle. Andrews will make a great pass to Heimlich, unable to corral that pass. Hassan with it at the point. Hassan dancing along the near boards. He loses that one to Jasper. Jasper below the goal line with 50 seconds to go. Andrews unable to hold the blue line as the puck kicks down the other way. 40 seconds to go. Andrews with speed. Andrews, right circle. Couldn't get a good shot off. Ukel with a great defensive play there. Mazzaros. Andrews with the puck. He'll send it out in front, and a great shot there. Just gets tipped wide. Great defensive play by the Timberwolves. Hassan will just throw it on net with 20 seconds to go. Some great offensive pressure there from Quinn Andrews and this Mustangs offense. 19 shots thus far in the first half. Face-off will come to the right of Lamberti. Won by the Timberwolves. Ingles steals the puck. Snow now with 13 seconds. He's going to give everything he has. Snow, great outside move, dances around the defender. Snow with the left circle, tries to cut in, but a great defensive play there by Jurgens. 4 seconds in counting. Stretch pass, unable to connect. And that'll do it for this first half of hockey of this CSDHL U18 Bracket 2 playoff matchup between the Peoria Mustangs and the Hoffman Estates Timberwolves. The Mustangs with a commanding 4-0 lead after one half. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching playoff hockey here on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Live telecast on channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary,
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the post-game show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith, but my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and it's goal! So 3-3, the power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
We welcome you back inside Canlan Sports here in Romeoville alongside Keegan Oliveira handling the vast majority of the duties today on play-by-play. I am Tommy Gilbert. Excited to be joined by Zach Stolpe here on the camera as well as they get the ice ready for play to begin the second half of the second period. If you're confused by that statement, the format here is an 8.5-minute second period twice. So a 17-minute first period, 17-minute second period that is split in two in order to zam the ice, and then a 17-minute third period here in the U18 brackets. A quick recap of what's happened here in bracket 2 thus far this week here in Romeoville. Both of the highest seeded teams in this second bracket, second seeded Peoria and third seeded Afton, played last night with a 5-1 win for the Americans. The Leafs seeded 7th, topped the Timberwolves, who were seeded 6th by the same score of 5-1 on Thursday night. So this game between the Timberwolves and Peoria is very much a game to try to keep the season alive. Whichever team loses this game will be eliminated from contention to play in tomorrow's championship. Whichever team wins will stay alive, and they'll certainly be keeping a close eye on that 2 p.m. game coming up between the Leafs and Afton. Bracket 2 will close out with the Leafs and Peoria at 8:10 this evening, to be followed just a few minutes later by the 8:20 p.m. game between Afton and the Hoffman Estates Timberwolves. We will have the game between the Leafs and the Peoria Junior Mustangs for you on Sports Broadcast Solutions at 8:10 p.m. We'll be alongside Campbell Rico on the call for that one. In case you're curious what has been happening over in bracket 1, we can show you that as well. This is the other half of the Midget U18 Red playoffs. Again, it is a 14-team league. The top 8 qualify for the playoffs. So this first bracket that we're showing you now features the number 1 seed Rockford, the 4th seeded Midwest Blackbirds, the 5th seeded Jaguars, and the 8th seeded Comets. On Friday, just last night, less than 24 hours ago, it was the Blackbirds topping the Jaguars by the score of 6-2, and Rockford all over the Comets as well, 6-3. So the 2 higher seeded teams, the 2 home teams, both picking up wins last night. That bracket will get underway here 11:40 a.m. Comets and the Blackhawks, 11:50 a.m. Jaguars and Rockford. We'll get you some scores on those as we continue along, as those games are in the early stages of the second period here at Canlan. And it'll wrap up with 2 games tonight, Blackbirds and Rockford squaring off at 6 p.m., the Comets and the Jaguars at 6:10. The winner of the Red Bracket 1 will face the winner of Bracket 2 in tomorrow's championship game. That is the final game that we'll have for you this weekend from Romeoville, a 2:30 puck drop on Championship Sunday. We will step aside for a few minutes, and Keegan will have the call in a couple minutes here as we resume the second period here in Midget Playoff Hockey on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Home is more than a place. It's full of the people and moments that matter most. Providing for loved ones, expanding your horizons, or simply living the life you love. With all you have to protect, choose insurance you can count on so you can experience more of what you live for. Country Financial. Experience more.
When you fire up Big Ten Plus, you get more game, nonstop, around the clock. More live games you won't see anywhere else. More access to your team, wherever you want, 24/7. More stories.
Unstoppable.
More highlights. More big-time playmakers. Plus, catch up to 4 games at once so you'll never miss more shots, spikes, and scores. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on.
Before you know it, you'll know my name and how to pronounce it.
You'll know the meaning of ขอบคุณค่ะ
Before you know it, you'll call me son.
You call me daughter.
You call me brother.
You call us sisters. Your family will make a difference in how America is perceived and what America stands for. And we invite you to welcome and exchange student life community to your home and your family.
For over 70 years, AFS USA has brought exchange students from around the world to study in the U.S. and live with an American family for a school year, semester, or 6 to 12 weeks. Before you know it, you'll be a proud AFS host family. Visit afsusa.org.
Back on to yourself in a situation like this where you're playing shorthanded in a playoff game where you've got 3 really big games in the span of 48 hours?
We're never in a playoff game. I've had regular season games that saw a lot of guys busy with other activities that led to us having very few guys, but it's a very stressful feeling. It's very tiring. But the Timberwolves are going to get everything they have here this season. See if they can out a pretty header comeback on their end.
From a player's perspective, when the legs start to go, the attention span starts to fade, what's the first part of your game that you're going to see suffer the most usually?
Well, I'd say their speed. I think you get tired eventually, so you're not using your legs as much. Taking full stride, falling out stride, you're not falling behind, giving your set behind the game. So once they constantly put on the gas, you're trying to get as many goals as you want to get as many goals as you can to help your seeding as much as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably come back and win this. Have any chance of playing tomorrow?
mindset. You got to keep playing hard and find your way back in this game. Start with 1 goal and work off of that.
Yeah, as we always say at hockey halftime, 25 and a half minutes to go. Keegan, take it away.
In every hockey game, right? And we're underway here. Oh my gosh. We're underway here for second half hockey. Chance in front, Mustangs right away, rebound in front, stopped by Lamberti. Snow with the puck now. Tries to dance around a few Mustangs, gives it back to Jasper for the regroup. Back to Snow, he'll send it back to Jasper. That one gets tipped all the way into the far corner. He'll backhand it around for Snow. Stolen away by Andrews, thrown out in front, chance for Heimlich, and a nice pad save by Lamberti. Great chance in close for the dangerous Quinn Andrews, but a nice save to start the second half of hockey from Lamberti. He's made some pretty quality saves throughout this game, has seen 20 shots thus far this game. Stretch pass just out of the reach of Heimlich, who already has a goal in this one. Puck in the near corner. Here's Heimlich with the puck again around the net. Heimlich on the backhand. Sends it down to Andrews. Quinn Andrews gives it back to Heimlich. His one-timer sails over the net. Back up to the point. It's Jurgens. Jurgens sends it down low. Tries to give it back to Heimlich. Sent down the length of the ice by Spencer. That one will go for an icing. Just over a minute and a half into the second half of the second period.
That loud cheer you heard behind us over on rink 3 was Rockford taking a 3-1 lead on the Jaguars as they look to give themselves a very good chance to advance to tomorrow afternoon's championship game. We'll have that Rockford team on the air for you at 6 p.m. today as well.
They got some rowdy fans over there. Every time we hear a goal, it's pretty dang loud over on our end. As that puck is centered out, taken away by Seamack. Seamack with speed. Seamack over the red line will just send it into the zone, steered away by Peterson. As you can hear the eruption of the Rockford game behind us. In the near corner now, Mazaros. Flips it out to Hassan. Hassan, the defenseman, dances around a defender. Great defensive play there by the Timberwolves. That was Ditto who made a great stop there to play in the body. Set back to the goal line. Snow trying to break the puck out, taken away, but out of the zone, it's Hassan who makes a stretch pass. To the other side, Cruz Taylor. He has a goal in this game already. Taylor backhands it to the slot, no one home for the Mustangs. Puck comes out in front of the Mustangs bench, sent back in deep by Jackson. Grayson Ditto with the puck now. Seamack tries to chip it up and sent back in to the Timberwolves zone. Mustangs applying the pressure, not taking their foot off of the gas against the Mustangs. Here they come again. Jurgens has the puck taken away from him. Seamack, he'll just send it in. An easy save there from Peterson. Timberwolves not getting many high-quality scoring chances. A great job by the Mustangs applying this high pressure in the offensive zone. Let your offense be your defense. As Jackson splits the defense into the zone, Jackson takes a shot and a great stick there by Jasper to prevent that from getting on goal. Sends it out in front, and that one just missed a stick. I believe that was Hungerford sitting out alone in the slot. Hungerford had 1 goal in 23 appearances in the regular season as it's taken away by Snow. Snow with the inside move and is taken away by Jurgens. Hungerford into the zone, come the Mustangs, low shot, save, rebound, backhander just goes wide of the net. Hungerford with a big hit along the net. Hassan, he'll throw it on net, tipped in front, almost a chance there from Daniel Day. Pin along the boards, Ingles with the puck behind the net. He'll try to wrap around, sends it out in front. Hungerford sitting alone in front of the net. He wants an opportunity in the greasy spots. Down low, it's Ingles. Ingles will try wrapping around, scramble in front, and that one just shifts wide outside the blue paint, unable to be held in by Hassan. A speedy Lauback comes to the puck. Peterson comes all the way out to play it, and it's Heimlich with the puck in the neutral zone now. Here comes Hassan. Speedy Hassan dodges attack at the left circle, centers it out in front. Andrews with a shot, save, rebound, nice blocker save there from Lamberti. Andrews with the puck still. taken away by the Timberwolves. They'll just send it the length of the ice. Under 4 minutes to go, and that'll go for an icing. 25-5 in the shots in favor of Peoria. Up 4-0 here late in the second period of this Bracket 2 CSDHL U18 playoff game. Face-off will be to the left of Lamberti. That dangerous top line stays out there. As that tip in front just goes wide. Great opportunity for the Mustangs. Snow will carry it out of the zone. He'll just chip it out to the defense of the Mustangs. Hassan now in the slot. We'll wait for a breakout pass. Banks it off the board to Andrews, to Marshall. Marshall enters his zone. Numbers for the Mustangs. Marshall, the left circle. He loses the puck, but it's kept in. Hassan with a clapper, and that one goes off with a stick of Lauback. Stops dead in its tracks and taken out of the zone as a whistle blows. And it looks like we're going to have a penalty called. Ref goes right to the door, and it's going to be Cameron Strawn heading off to the box. Has the Mustangs' fourth goal, Strawn does. And the Timberwolves getting another chance on the man advantage. An opportunity to get on the board and possibly build off of that. Won by the Timberwolves, it's Jasper at the blue line. He'll send it across, sent in deep. And a chance in front, puck bouncing around! Peterson came out! And another opportunity still in, another shot saved by Peterson. Great look there from Lauback. Maybe the best opportunity of the day for the Timberwolves. Snow dancing with the puck. He'll give it to Jasper. He'll walk it in over the blue line at the right circle. Jasper will throw it on net. Rebound kicks out into the slot. Snow with a great move. Backhand shot, throws it in, and that one covered up by Peterson. 1:24 to go on the Strawn penalty.
And the biggest thing I think you had to look for out of the Timberwolves power play in this last, 36 seconds was you had to be able to just throw the puck at the net and hope you could make something happen. And that's exactly what you saw, which, certainly, nothing that was an outstanding scoring chance there, Keegan, but a couple real chances to at least make the Peoria defense work.
You throw the puck on the net, you never know what happens. It take a crazy bounce, a crazy rebound. You never know what happens. You just got to throw the puck on net. Jasper gets knocked down. Here comes Andrews, leaves it for Marshall. That one just out of his reach. Marshall with the right circle as Andrews crashing the net. Rebound in front. Marshall with it, has a chance on the backhand, but that stick knocked out of his hand. They're going to call that a penalty. I wouldn't even say that's too bad of a penalty. It looks like Marshall had a 6x4 wide open on the backhand. And Nicholas Ukel will that'll be Jackson Jasper heading to the box, which will end the Timberwolves man advantage. We'll make it 4-on-4. Great zone entry there by Andrews. As he wins the draw. Up to the point, it's Jurgens. Jurgens dances along the blue line. He'll walk it into the slide. Jurgens takes his shot off of the crossbar. Great scoring chance there from Vaughn Jurgens. Had 30 points on the regular season. Here come the Timberwolves the other way. Ken Snow dancing around, unable to get past Jurgens. And here come the Mustangs the other way. Quinn Andrews makes a great outside move, cuts to the net, backhand shot into the breadbasket of Lamberti. A great shot there by Jurgens. A great move on the blue line, walks it in, but beats the goalie, but can't beat the post.
Yeah, so if you're Jurgens, you're sitting there thinking, how does that not go in? It looked from our perspective like it had a great chance, and I would have given it one more inch south, and it would have been a good goal.
Face-off one. And freeze play. I couldn't tell if that one might have snuck under the pad of Lamberti. He freezes that one. They'll drop the puck again. Under 2 minutes to go here in the second frame. Puck comes along the near boards, pinched by Jurgens. Kept in by Heinlich. Down low. 4-on-4 hockey. Mazzaro sends it back door, looking for Heimlich, unable to connect on that one. Heimlich with the puck along the blue line. He tries to swoop it back in, but that one just peeks outside of the zone, so they'll call offsides on that. 6 seconds left on the Strawn penalty before the Mustangs will head to a short power play, roughly 59-second power play with 1:33 to go in the second period. Faceoff will come outside the zone. Waiting for a few Mustangs to get off the ice before we drop the puck. That faceoff comes down to Taylor along the bench. Into the zone. Heimlich. Penalty over. Back door and a chance for Andrews. Fans on the one-timer. Had a 6x4 open but couldn't bury it. Andrews now below the goal line. Andrews on the backhand. He'll send it up to Heimlich. Along the far hash marks, up to the point to Jurgens. Jurgens, Andrews, left shot. Nice save there from Lamberti. Looking like Alex Ovechkin on that left circle spot. Andrews will walk it in. That hits a body out front. Didn't make its way to the net. Heimlich on the far boards. Banks it off the boards. Up to Jurgens. Jurgens will send it on the net. That one sails high and wide over the net. 20 seconds to go on the Jasper penalty. Backhanded in deep. In the near corner now. Taylor. Andrews with the puck at the left circle. Sends it up to Jurgens. Jurgens with another shot into the glove of Heimlich. Jurgens with a few good opportunities in the last few minutes. 2 seconds left on the Jasper penalty. He can't leave the box just yet.
Yeah, ironically, one of Peoria's best scoring chances on the day in a game that they lead 4-0 came right there on that beautiful cross. A one-timer for Andrews, just couldn't put it in the back of the net. He had a wide open right side of the body right there. Lamberti not able to get his body around in time. It was a beautiful pass and just one of those things that sometimes you can connect, sometimes you can't.
That kind of opportunity, you see the net that open, your eyes grow big, but unable to tuck that one in this 4-0 game. Face-off won by the Mustangs, thrown on net. Steered to the far corner by Lamberti. Puck comes out of the zone, and here's a chance. It's Jasper out of the box. Jasper in on the breakaway, takes a shot, and he misses the net of Peterson. 15 seconds to go. Here comes Ingles. He loses that one to Uckel. 10 seconds and counting. Jasper with one of the greatest opportunities of the day for the Timberwolves, unable to tuck it. Here comes Snow with 1 second and counting. He gets tripped up. Looks like no penalty called. Snow slow to his feet. But that'll do it for the second period. Mustangs lead 4-0. You're watching playoff hockey here on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Before you know it, you'll know my name and how to pronounce it.
You'll know the meaning of ขอบคุณค่ะ
Before you know it, you'll call me son.
You call me daughter.
You call me brother.
You call us sisters. Your family will make a difference in how America is perceived and what America stands for. And we invite you to welcome an exchange student-like community to your home and your family.
For over 70 years, AFS USA has brought exchange students from around the world to study in the U.S. and live with an American family for a school year, semester, or 6 to 12 weeks. Before you know it, you'll be a proud AFS host family. Visit afsusa.org.
Back for third period action here for the CSDHL U18 round robin playoffs. Mustangs with a comfortable 4-0 lead. Goals by Teeny, Taylor, Heimlich, and Strong. Out to a very comfortable lead as the Timberwolves struggling with bodies on the bench. You got to think exhaustion is really coming into factor here. They're going to need quite the miracle third period if they want to keep their championship hopes alive. Both teams dropped their first round robin game 5-1. Looking to bounce back in game 2, and the Mustangs looking like they're going to cruise their way to a game 2 win, barring a crazy comeback. Puck kicked in by Heimlich, sent back Backhand pass there by Heimlich to Andrews, who will backhand it in below the goal line. Sent out to the point. Quick shot on blocker save. Rebound in front by Heimlich. Great save there by Lamberti. Andrews in his feet. Dances around Snow. Twirls back up high. Stops and gives it to the point to Teeny. Had the opening goal this game. He'll send it on net. Doesn't make its way as it hit a body out front. Puck gets past Jurgens, and here comes Jasper. Had a great opportunity at the end of the period. Here's again. Takes a shot into the breadbasket of Peterson. Jasper with a few great opportunities in the last few minutes, trying to spark a Timberwolves comeback. Jasper, the leading point scorer on this Timberwolves team. 12 goals in 26 games, 22 points to go along with that great campaign. And here come the Mustangs the other way, in alone, and that shot just steers wide. Mazzaros with a great opportunity there. He sails that one over the net. Mazzaros kicks the puck out to Green, to Strawn. Strawn risks a shot, and that one just sails high of the net. Mazzaros with the puck. He'll just slap it back in below the goal line. Taylor plays the body down low. And here's Jasper with the puck again. A speedy Jasper makes a great move. Couldn't get past the big Jackson, who lays the body. As here comes Mazzaros again. Mazzaros tries to make an inside move. And that shot, and a clap shot, gets blocked in front by Timberwolves. Here's Jasper again. How many opportunities will he have? Will he bury this one in alone? And a nice save there from Peterson. Kicks out in front of the shot. What a save by Peterson! Great opportunity out front. He stuffs Stubile to keep the shutout alive. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Under 15 minutes to go. Snow with the puck. He takes a cross check. He'll retreat into his own end. Snow with the puck again. It's taken away. It is Heimlich has a goal already, and this shot is saved by Lamberti.
So that's not a bad 2 minutes there for the goaltenders, Keegan. But that's some impressive stuff. Maybe the two best saves we've seen all day today.
A lot of action on both sides. You gotta love when goalies are staying active on both sides of the ice. Gotta love the fast-paced environment that these teams are still going in. Credit to the Timberwolves for they played 2 whole periods of hockey. They're down 4 goals, and they're still moving their feet with some energy. Jurgens takes a shot, and that one's kicked away by Quake. Lifted out down the ice. Jurgens will take it. Curls to the far corner. Makes a cut inside just out of the reach of Heimlich. Trickles all the way down the ice as Ukel gets tripped up there, and they'll head to another power play. Great pressure there from Ukel, keeping moving his feet. Draws the penalty there, and Timberwolves will head to another power play. Logan, no, they won't grab Marshall for that one. They'll grab Quinn Andrews. Leading point getter for the Mustangs will head to the box. Timberwolves with another man advantage opportunity. They'll look to get their first goal of the game. Face-off won by the Timberwolves. Snow plays it across. Jasper with a shot, and a nice save there from Peterson. Battle for it along the boards. It's Ukel now, who drew the penalty, passes it across, looking for the backdoor stick of C-Mac, unable to connect. Puck comes behind the net. Lauback, Snow at the point. Snow will flip it in. Around the net now. C-Mac, Snow holds the zone, bounces over his stick, but able to hold his own. Back up to Snow at the point. He'll dance with it along the blue line. He'll just throw it on net, and a nice save there by Peterson. 40 seconds gone on the Andrews penalty. Peterson seeing quite a bit more action. 2 periods down already, and this Timberwolves squad still getting a few good looks. Peterson appeared in 14 games this season, posted a 1.76 goals against average, a .922 save percentage, going 10-3-1 in those appearances. Swung by Jackson to the far corner. Heimlich throws a hit on Jasper, and he'll carry it out himself. Heimlich throws it across. Mazzaros, he'll take a shot. He scores! Braden Mazzaros lights the lamp. Mustangs take a 5-0 lead, a shorthanded goal. Nine goals in 26 games in the regular season, and Braden Mazzaros gets his first goal of the playoffs.
Yeah, the fourth shorthanded goal of the year for the junior Mustangs, Keegan, and a pretty big one. Even in a 5-0 game, you can make this clock run, and maybe, just maybe, you can get your legs a little bit of extra rest for that second game today.
Now with a 5-goal advantage, the clock will continue to run. Timberwolves still skating hard. Here's Heimlich now. Has Mazzaros with him again. Heimlich with speed, tries to cut wide, puts on the brakes. Heimlich on the far hash marks, looking for someone to pass to. He'll find Mazzaros. Tries to send it down low. That one's blocked off by Snow. Here's Uckel. Uckel and tries to cut around, but he's knocked off the puck. 25 seconds to go on the Andrews penalty. Heimlich now. He's gonna face 3 Timberwolves by himself. He'll just stop at the blue line. It'll be taken by Uckel. Stretch pass, intercepted by Jurgens. Taylor has a goal in this game already. Taylor walks and he scores! Oh my goodness, what a shot by Cruz Taylor! Gets the bottle jumping, and the Mustangs take a 6-0 lead here in the third period. Had the second goal of the game, and now he's got the 6th goal of the game for the team in white. 7 goals on the regular season for Taylor. That's his 3rd of the playoffs for the Mustangs. Put it upstairs where Grandma hides the cookies. Andrews trips his way out of the box. That one sent the length of the ice for an icing. Clock will continue to run. The faceoff will be dropped in the Mustangs' end. Not too many close games here in Romeoville thus far, as this one is out to a 6-0 lead. Ditto couldn't hold his own. Jurgens will take it from behind the net. Under 11 minutes to go in this final frame. Mustangs leading by 6. Jurgens to Tini, who had the opening goal. Drifts it into the zone. Battle for it along the near boards. Down low, it's Mazzaros. Mazzaros will send around in front, chance in front, and what a point-blank save by Lamberti. At the point now. Sent back in low, Green will be first to it. Out to Taylor. Taylor will send it back down to Green. Green will hustle his way to the puck once again. Taken by the Timberwolves, intercepted by Taylor. Puck caught up in some feet. That shot didn't make its way to the net. Under 10 to go. Taken out by Ditto. Sends it across for Spencer. John Spencer tries a centering pass, but a great defensive play there by Tini. Stretch pass to Mazzaros. Great cut inside. Mazzaros, what a move. Mazzaros walking in left circle, takes a shot, and that one sails high and wide. Sean holds his own, but it's intercepted by Quake. Snow with the puck again. Trying to get the Timberwolves on the board. Snow makes a great cut. Through the neutral zone, he dances past the blue line. Great defensive play there by Strawn. He takes a puck out around the net. will make a lengthy pass all the way down the ice, unable to connect on the stick. And they'll wave icing off. Taken by Quake. Down the far boards. He gets knocked off the puck. Taken by Heimlich. He'll put on the brakes behind Peterson. Slow down the breakout. No rush to get this puck out of the zone up 6 goals. As here's Andrews with the puck. Andrews makes a nice move along the right boards. Andrews on the right circle. He'll slide it in front, and a bouncing opportunity just skips past Lamberti. Marshall tries to make an inside move. Oh my goodness! What a shot there from Quinn Andrews. A rocket upstairs. Makes it a 7-0 game. An absolute cannon of a shot from Andrews. 35 goals on the season.
I think that felt pretty good after he was staring at the left side of that net wide open about 5 minutes ago.
I'm sure he's glad to get one back. And after having that penalty as well, able to get his team on the board once again to convert the PAT. Tini will backhand it in, pursued by Ingles. Jurgens gets knocked down by Spencer. Here's Tini with the puck again. Puck bounces over the stick of Jurgens. Here's Mazzaros. What a pass there to Taylor. Shot, nice save there by Lamberti. That would have been a hat trick there for Cruz Taylor, but Lamberti shuts the door. Chance for Lobach. Jumps over his stick. That pass just out of the reach of Spencer. Taylor throws it over to Mazzaros. Mazzaros in with speed. Bouncing puck, unable to be corralled. Rang all the way around. Mazzaros will be first to touch it. Jasper backhands it. Jurgens sends it back in. Jasper will opt to clear the zone. Tini will wait for everyone to tag up and send it back in and go off for a change. Under 7 minutes to go in this 7-0 hockey game here at Canlan Sports Complex in Romeoville. Appreciate you for tuning in with us here on Sports Broadcast Solutions. Peoria just minutes away from earning their first round-robin playoff win, a much-needed playoff win, as this will end the championship hopes of the Timberwolves in a tough bracket 2 for the U18 division. Gotta credit these guys for continuing to move their feet in a tough situation, playing without their captain, Johnny Manini, Matthew Cantor, and their goalie, Thomas Durzik, all facing suspension.
Yeah, and I think certainly a lot of credit, too, goes to the Peoria crew who made the trip up here and then really struggled last night. Gave up 5 goals in the top defense in the league coming into the playoffs. Throughout the regular season, a whole different ball game here, and a really nice job of them sleeping that off, knowing we have to win this one. Let's leave no doubt and hope for the best the rest of the day.
It's a big confidence booster after having a game that they have. As here's a nice move by Snow, a shot kick save there by Peterson, but having a game that the Mustangs had against Afton to be able to come back and have a dominating win over the Timberwolves is a great feeling. It's a great confidence booster. They're gonna have a pretty important matchup against the Leafs in their final round robin game. That game will be here on SBS tonight at 8:10. Make sure to stick around for that one later tonight as that puck is sent in deep by the Mustangs.
Any out there worried about Keegan's voice on those last 3 games of the day after carrying us for the first 4? You do get the evening off, Keegan, before we'll see you for the noon game tomorrow as well.
Thank goodness. A lot of hockey played here in Romeoville. The best time of year, playoff hockey. I'd sacrifice my voice all the time for playoff hockey as Andrews dances on the blue line.
I love it. We've had some really fun matchups this morning. A lot of games that have not been super close so far on our network here in Romeoville, but a lot of excitement overall and building toward Championship Sunday.
Tommy, it's been great working with you on this action-packed playoff Saturday. As we approach under 4 minutes, and here's a takeaway from Snow. He'll still up in the zone, waits for reinforcements. Nice move by Snow. Dances around a defender. He's got the moves like Jagger. Taylor now with the puck across the blue line, looking for the hat trick. Taylor wishes a shot, blockered away by Lamberti. Here comes Spencer into the zone. Taken by the Mustangs. Cross pass to Teeny. Had the opening goal, which thus far is showing to be the game-winning goal. But here comes Snow. Puck comes into the neutral zone for Taylor. Taylor sends it across for Teeny. Teeny will make an extra move at the blue line. No offsides there. So we are under 3 minutes to go here in this U18 playoff matchup between the Mustangs and Timberwolves. Here's Juergens. Gives it across to Marshall. Marshall locating the puck, sends it across. Here's an opportunity for Andrews. Gets knocked away into the near corner. Spencer will take a big whack at it. Dubiel will clear the zone. Juergens gives it to Andrews. Andrews to Heimlich. Heimlich dancing in the slot. Heimlich walks in, he scores. Logan Heimlich, the leading goal scorer for this Mustangs group. His second of the game makes it an 8-0 Mustangs lead. Under 2 minutes to go.
And Logan Heimlich all over the place today. The one penalty, but a lot of positive stuff in the box score. 2 goals, 2 assists now in what has been a rout for Peoria.
A 4-point morning for Logan Heimlich. Call it the afternoon, as he's leading his Mustangs to a playoff victory. Under 90 seconds to go. In the neutral zone, Heimlich makes a great outside move. Dancing along the near corner. As both these teams eager to get this game over with, as Andrews still moving with some pep in his step. Heimlich takes a shot in that one. Kicked away wide up to the point. Strawn was gonna blast one. A heat-seeking missile just goes over the net. Another clapper. They're just letting these shots fly. No mercy for human life under a minute to go. There's Andrews with the puck now. Dances around to Timberwolves. He'll take a shot in that one. Covered up by Lamberti. Under 30 seconds, time winding down here before a Mustangs win. They're not even gonna drop this puck as the clock ticks down to 0, and that'll do it. Mustangs with the 8-0 victory. A shutout for Michael Peterson as the Mustangs win their second round robin game, ending the Timberwolves' hope for a championship game tomorrow night. A dominant performance I should say, from this Mustangs group. Goals from Cruz Taylor having 2, Heimlich with 2, Teeny with 1, Strawn with 1, Andrews with 1 as well. Tommy, I gotta ask, what did you like most from this high-power Mustangs group?
To be honest, I like the defense. I think they probably thought they could come out and score a few on a depleted Timberwolves team, and I think the defense was probably a little ticked off after giving up 5 to the African Americans last night. We've hit on that a couple times during the broadcast, but I think just coming out and pitching a shutout, and especially if you look at the last 20 to 25 minutes of that game, the outcome was not in doubt. The defensive intensity never wavered. And especially when you're having to turn around and play in a few hours here. They've got an 8-10 puck drop against the Leafs. That is 7 hours and 8 minutes from now, for those of you who are counting. It's nice to be able to take some of that momentum into tonight, not let up a couple of cheap goals in the end couple minutes, and really know, okay, we may not have had our best night last night, but we put a 0 on the board against a good team. And guess what? We can do it again tonight. The defense can play great again tonight, because that Leafs offense can certainly put some goals on the board. 111 scored for them against 67 against, the plus 44 goal differential for a team that is 7th in the league. So Peoria is certainly the favorite coming into tonight, but I think they had to do a little bit more on the blue line to make sure that they were going to feel good about the defense coming into tonight's game, and I think they did that.
That plus 96 goal differential really showed out tonight. They keep their championship hopes alive. They'll have their final round robin game tonight at 8-10 versus the Leafs here on SBS. Tune in for that one. Mustangs with the blowout win over the Timberwolves. For Keegan Oliveira
and Tommy Gilbert and Zach Stolpa beside me.
You have watched Sports Broadcast Solutions. Thanks for tuning in. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.